Edinburgh were seeking a first win in Dublin since November 2005, but they did beat Leinster 11-6 at Murrayfield in December and were looking to complete their first home and away double over them in 10 years. Matt O'Connor's men knew that 1 point would give them a home semi-final, and the coach was happy to see Sean O'Brien returning to the starting line-out for the first time since injuring his shoulder in December. The Gloucester-bound Greig Laidlaw kicked a 5th-minute penalty to see Edinburgh 3-0 ahead. However, 4 minutes later, the home crowd were on their feet to celebrate a well-worked score from the men in blue. The Leinster backs asking some questions of the Edinburgh defence, and when they got to within striking distance of the Scots line, it was the imposing figure of Jordi Murphy who bustled his way over for the first try of the evening. It looked like it might be the cue for the floodgates to open, even though Jimmy Gopperth missed the conversion. Leinster in front, 5 points to 3, but they wouldn't have it all their own way as Edinburgh produced a combative performance. First, Carl Bezuidenhout thought he'd got in for a try after some nice work from the Scots back line. The Edinburgh players celebrating in the corner, but their celebrations were short-lived. The referee, Leighton Hodges, checked with the TMO for a forward pass in the build-up to the try, and when it was confirmed, the ref ruled out the score.
Forward pass.
But Laidlaw did put the visitors in front right on the stroke of half-time with his second penalty of the game to give his side an unlikely 6-5 lead after a lacklustre first 40 minutes. It was an improved Leinster after the break. Gopperth kicked a penalty to see them go back in front 8 points to 6. And on 57 minutes, Dave Kearney got in for a very well-conceived score. Gopperth picked out Kearney's run from deep, and the winger had the pace to evade the tacklers and run in by the posts for the home side's second try of the game. A fine score from the Ireland winger, and when Gopperth converted, it was 15 points to 6 with the final quarter of the match to go. But Edinburgh didn't give up, and their pressure paid off in the 66th minute when Tim Visser got in for a try. But a huge amount of credit has to go to Laidlaw, who spotted the gap and made a charge for the line before finding Visser with a perfectly weighted pass, allowing the Scottish international cruise over for the score. The scrum half showing all his experience with a wonderful sniping break, and Visser couldn't fail from there. Laidlaw added the extras, and it was back to 15 points to 13 with plenty of time remaining. However, that would be the end of the scoring, and although it wasn't as comfortable as they might have liked, the win meant Leinster finished top of the table and can look forward to home advantage against Ulster in the semi-finals. It's a losing bonus for Edinburgh, who've definitely improved this term and will be hoping for further improvements next season. Final score at the RDS, Leinster 15, Edinburgh 13.